Tickling is a unique sensation that can make us feel both happy and uncomfortable at the same time. It's like a roller coaster ride for our nerves. It triggers a rush of adrenaline and makes us laugh uncontrollably. But have you ever tried to tickle yourself? It's just not the same, is it? You might wiggle around a bit, but you're not really tickled. Why is that? Well, it turns out that our brains are smarter than we give them credit for. Our brains are constantly receiving sensory information from our bodies, but they have to filter out a lot of that information in order to function efficiently. If we were constantly aware of every little sensation, we wouldn't be able to focus on anything else. So when we try to tickle ourselves, our brains simply filter out the sensation as unimportant. But don't worry, it's not just you. Nobody can tickle themselves. That's because our brains are wired to recognize the difference between self-touch and external touch. When someone else tickles us, their touch is unexpected and catches us off guard. Our brains interpret this as a potential threat and trigger a response to protect ourselves. That's why we squirm and giggle uncontrollably when someone tickles us. But when we try to tickle ourselves, our brains already know what's coming. Our movements are predictable and therefore not a threat, so our brains don't trigger the tickling response. In summary, we can't tickle ourselves because our brains are too smart for their own good. They're constantly filtering out sensory information in order to help us function more efficiently, and tickling just happens to be one of the things that gets filtered out. So the next time you try to tickle yourself and it doesn't work, you'll know why.